Welcome back to my channel, Big 17, Florida. You know what's going on. Alright. Now, if you ask me, I think I did a pretty good job. You know, all things considered. I got fights that really mattered, right? If you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Half for half. Yes, that's a good percentage. If you know anything about betting, then you know it's all about the numbers and chances. And sometimes you just gotta go with what you think. You know what I'm saying? Go with your heart. Go with your own intuition. You know. And see, that's what I did. I used my logic. I used my intuition. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I ended up pretty good on this outcome. You know what I'm saying? I got most of the fights that I actually placed money on correct. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm no prophet. I'm no guru. You know, I'm human too. And I'm going to get like a couple wrong. But all that matters is I got most right. I got the important ones right. It's not my fault that I messed up with these nobodies. You know, that they're nobodies. I underestimated some people, I'll be honest. That was on me. You know? I think sometimes you just gotta be a casual when it comes to your takes. You just gotta be casual. Don't think too hard about it. And that's what I did. I thought too hard about it. This bad outcome, these mistakes weren't because I'm stupid. They were because I thought too hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm just too hard of a thinker. You know? And sometimes your own genius, sometimes your own intellect can bite you. You know? And that's what happened to me. So let's start this off. Let's start this off on a banger. All right, Drew Dober and Michael Johnson. Okay, second round TKO. If you ask me, this was not my fault. All right, I did not know Drew Dober was built like a tank. I did not know he hit with the power of a train. You know, I didn't know he was built like that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as that fight started, and I saw the size difference, just those calves. Like the calves of Drew Dober speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? This guy's a tank, you know. I don't know if that's all natural, you know what I mean? You know, he might be on some PD, you know what I'm saying? But hey, he might just have really good genetics. Alright? I don't think this was on me, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen Drew Dober's record? But yeah, he did a good job. He did a good job. That was on me. I shouldn't have underestimated him. Honestly, that was my biggest mistake. Underestimating the looks master. All right. Let's go on. Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. This one I did great on. I predicted this one. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, the bet had a pretty good payout, you know, all things considered, a minus 180. If you ask me, that's a good deal. That is a great deal. And you see, I got this correct. Alright? Winner. Alright? Winner. This guy, man. This bald guy, you know, his shiny head. He really put on a show. Let's talk about Cody Duran, alright? I told y'all not to question why I chose Tom. I said I didn't have to say much about it, and I proved it. You know what I'm saying? He won. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter about the process. It doesn't matter about the formula. All that matters is it works, and it worked. Alright? Alright? Don't question my intellect, okay? All right, now let's go to a loss. You know what I'm saying? It's been looking too bright. It's been looking too sunny. You know, it's been looking too good. Let's talk about a mistake I made. All right, Jesus won. Jesus beat Sue. All right, he beat my guy Sue. Luke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Bellato. All right. I picked Luke Fernandez. That was my mistake. I should have looked at the math. I should have went to my board. You know what I'm saying? I promise you that won't happen again, though. All right. But I'm telling you, if you listen to my good picks, you would have made you would have, you know what I'm saying. You can't just listen to me and go off of what I say. I'm just some random dude on the internet. You know what I'm saying. You got to use your own intuition. I'm just giving you a little bit of advice. All right. Cody Garbrandt versus Zhao Long. I told y'all not to count out Cody. I told you. Even though he really lost, even though he really got pieced up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, if that guy didn't kick Cody in the balls, man, he would have won. He would have won. I don't know why Zhao did that. But it doesn't matter because I won. I won, man. You know what I'm saying? Got a beautiful payout, alright? You know what I'm saying? Cody won. Luck was on my side. God was on my side. I tell you what. And God bless me with 3 nut shots in the headbutt, alright? I've never seen this before, you know what I'm saying? Puking in a bucket, I mean, that's crazy. In the middle of the octagon. Now, the first time I ever seen that, I was watching some bare knuckle fight. All right, it was some amateurs fighting each other, but that boy had heart. Even after he threw up in that bucket, he got back up and started fighting. And so did Cody. And I'm gonna be honest, that won him the fight. Not only him getting up, but him getting kicked in the nuts. That really did him it. I wanted to see Cody do more, honestly. Now, Cody did do a lot, all right? Cody did drop Zhao, you know what I'm saying? He did punish him for rushing in. You know, something about these Chinese guys, right? They have a lot of athleticism, like Song Yadong, you know what I mean? They have a lot of athleticism, they have a lot of power, and they rely on that too much. They rely on their athleticism too much, you know what I'm saying? They don't rely on their skill enough, and well, you know what I'm saying? You can see that in this fight. And you can see that in this fight. You know what I'm saying? These guys are really athletic. They got genetics. I mean, they are built. They look meaty, juicy, okay? They are very, 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 you know what I'm saying, plump. For especially for that weight class. 135, these guys are supposed to be tiny. But this dude, he looks like an action figure. He looks like he looks better than John Cena. He looks like a bodybuilder. He doesn't look like he belongs in the octagon. He looks like he belongs in Mr. Olympia. Alright? And that's the problem. They rely on their athleticism too much. But his athleticism does allow him to get out those lead kicks really well. And he really used those to punish Cody Garbrandt. You know what I'm saying? Catching him with that head kick early round. You know what I'm saying? Stumbling Cody. You know what I mean? Really rocking him, really putting on a show. You know what I'm saying? I think it was really by accident. And this is what I mean by skill, right? You're relying on athleticism too much and not really working on your skill. These low shots, these foul blows wouldn't have happened if he a little bit more skilled, you know what I'm saying? If he curled that shin more inward, you know what I'm saying? Really targeted the inner leg compared to just kicking upwards. Alright? And that ultimately lost him the fight. Okay? And I'm gonna be honest, I thought Cody was gonna, you know what I'm saying, show us he still got it. And I guess he did it. But you know what I'm saying, he still has heart. You know, Cody throwing hands, man, yelling in the middle of the octagon after getting hit in the nuts the first time. He was mad. He was pumped. He had that blood rushing. You know what I'm saying? He was moving. You know what I'm saying? That adrenaline really kicked in, really rushed in, man. And they're like a meth head, man. If only he kept that energy. I really wanted to see a show. But, you know what I'm saying, I get it. That paycheck's on the line. My paycheck was on the line. And if you ask me, he did the right decision. But this is an entertainment business at the end of the day. So, you know, I kind of have mixed feelings on that situation. while I do want to make money, I do also want to be entertained. You know what I mean? So like, that's what I mean by bonuses, right? Like, give good bonuses, even if the guy loses. You know what I'm saying? Even if the guy loses, if he puts on a show, he should be paid just as much as the winner, because this is entertainment, bro. This isn't like sacred kung fu, all right? This is the new generation. This is the successor of the WWE, all right? You know what I'm saying? Dana White, bro. Dana White, you got to get it together. If you've been paying attention to the news, if you're paying attention to these channels, you know what I'm saying, then you know the controversies with Dana White. This is the man who legally signed in court that he has nothing to do with the matchmaking. You know what I'm saying? I think he doesn't have the heart in it anymore. And these guys who replaced him, you know, he's just running his mouth. He's doing a lot of talking. These guys who replaced him, they ain't really doing a better job, if you ask me. If you ask me, I should be running the UFC. I'd be putting on some really entertaining matchups. I'd give the people what they want. I'd give the people what they want, man. But, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. Caio Barajo versus RDR, Ritter. What did I tell you? I told you. I predict these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, while it wasn't an underdog, I think this was like this is just proof of my intellect. This is proof of my ball game knowledge. You know what I mean? I predicted this perfectly. He won by unanimous decision. You hear me? All right. Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. Okay? Now, this is what you all came here to see. This is what you all came here to see me rant about, talk about, and brag how I got this right. I couldn't believe you guys had a Charles Oliveira do Bronx as the underdog. What is wrong with these people? What is going on in your mental frame? Are you guys not thinking? Are you guys just not intelligent? Were you dropped on your head as a child? This is a no-brainer. How dare you? How dare anyone doubt Dude Bronx, alright? He manhandled Max Holloway, okay? He treated him like a child. He cradled him like a baby. It was like watching a child fight a grown man. It looked like domestic violence, okay? The way Charles Oliveira used his girth, used his size to dominate the Hawaiian, alright? There's the big three, the Americans, the Russians, and the Brazilians. Bro, you cannot doubt the Brazilian, the guy with the most finishes. I can't believe this. These people are crazy. These people they aren't right in their head, man. And I was right. I used my brain, bro. I thought about this, man. I studied this. I did the mathematics. I really dissected it. You know what I'm saying? I really dissected it. Man, I'm a genius. Man, no. I'm not a genius. Y'all just idiots. Y'all just fools, bruh. Like, bro, you guys should have saw my last video and known and used my ball game knowledge to get you a bag. Alright? Now, I got 5 wrong and 5 right. The 5 I got wrong were a bunch of nobodies and losers, alright? So we're not going to talk on that. You know what I'm saying? Besides Raul Jr., you know what I'm saying? That was really my bad. I don't know what I was thinking. I just hadn't seen him fight in a long time. Recency biased, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. Because I got paid. And if you listen to me and use your own intuition, you too would have been paid. So come back here if you want to get paid, alright? This was Big 17 Florida. You already know I'm down here with the alligators and mosquitoes. You know what I'm saying? Drop me a follow. Drop me a like. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. So if y'all can help me out with that, that would be greatly appreciated, and I'll return the favor by making you some money. If you wanna make some money, if you wanna make some cash, trying to make a bag, come see me in Florida, baby. Peace out, bruh.